Are you ready? Are you ready?
Ha ha, just kidding. I am broke as a joke. That's why today we are going to talk about flying on low-cost budget airlines. Hey everyone, welcome to Plane to Champagne. My name is Haley, and today we are going to talk about flying on budget airlines, the things you'll like and the things you'll hate about flying those low-cost flights. But before we get started, consider subscribing below if you want some more videos like this, and you can always find more information on my website at planetochampagne.com. Let's get started. So of course, the main thing that you will like about flying this airline is it's cheap, right? You're gonna save money. Of course, that's in the title, low cost. In Europe, you can usually find flights for under 100 euros on those airlines like EasyJet, Hop, Ryanair, etc., all around Europe. And then in the United States, the budget airlines like Frontier usually have deals all year round. So if you're flexible on those dates, you can usually find some very cheap tickets. Unfortunately, that's where the likes pretty much start and end for budget airlines. Budget airlines have a lot of extra fees, and that's where they really get you. They might have you paying 40 euros to check a bag. So if you're doing that both ways, that's another 80 euros, right? That's crazy. And if you want to buy a seat, that could be anywhere from 5 to 20 euros. These will add up and make that cheap flight quite expensive. Another thing is that these airports can be a little bit further outside of the city. So a lot of times these airlines will fly to the smaller airports, which honestly sometimes can be a good thing. I know my home airport, Trenton, New Jersey, there's only 2 gates, so it's so easy going through security. You can literally show up like 20 minutes before your flight. But if you're flying into Paris Beauvais on Ryanair, it's like 80 minutes outside of the city. It's much easier to fly into Charles de Gaulle. So something to consider is what airports are you flying in and out of on this budget airline. Another thing is that these planes are going to be very small with no amenities. So if you're only flying an hour, right, you don't really need a TV on the back of the seat. But if you're flying those long trips on the budget airlines, you're gonna miss that extra room and the TVs and all of the amenities that come on those big airplanes. And I think the most important thing to consider here is if something goes wrong, if the weather's not right, if something technical happens, you're pretty much stuck. Usually these airlines will only have one flight going out to your destination for that day. So if it gets canceled, you're stuck there. Whereas if you're in a larger airport, there are multiple airlines flying to your destination, so you can always hop on the next one, or your airline will get you on the next one. That's not the case with these low-cost budget airlines. Which brings me to my last one. Customer service on these budget airlines are an absolute joke. Canceled or unsatisfactory flight? Good luck getting sympathy from these customer service reps, let alone a refund. I mean, forget it. Unfortunately, that is the risk that you are taking when booking these cheap flights. So what do I think? If it's something really, really important, I would book a regular airline. So if you have a wedding to go to in January, I'd be booking those major airlines. But if it's kind of just like a fun little weekend getaway and it wouldn't be totally awful if something happened, then go ahead and book those cheap flights. And if you found this video helpful, even in the littlest bit, please do subscribe below. And as always, you can find more information on my website at planetochampagne.com. Thanks for watching. Cheers.